Hey everybody! For today's vocabulary lesson, we are going to explore the meaning of the word part trans. And you've probably heard this word part in your life in lots of different ways. When we were back in school, we would say, get ready to transition to math, or let's transition to specials. And when we transitioned, we moved across classrooms, or we changed from one setting to another. Today in our vocabulary lesson, we're going to look at a few different words that have this word part inside of it. Let's take a look at this word. This is the word we were just talking about, transition. You can see the word part trans right here. And in this setting, you would transition from one class to another class. You would move, you would change, you would cross over from one classroom to another. And when you finish 5th grade, you will transition to 6th grade. This is the word translate. Take a look at the word part, trans. Now you can find the word hello, which is the English form of hello. And if you look a little bit more closely, you will see the translation of hello in many different languages. Like for example, bonjour is the French translation of hello. Let's take a look at this word, transform. If you look at this part, you see trans, and then you see the other part, form. And what this is essentially saying is, you are changing forms. And maybe you're familiar with the movie Descendants. In the movie Descendants, Male can transform into a dragon. Now let's look at the word transportation. If you look closely, you can see trans right at the beginning. But you also see port. So in this word, you've got trans, which means to cross, and port, which essentially means to carry across. Now, if you look at the different methods of transportation in this picture, transportation could include a lot of different methods. You can carry across in a plane, you can carry across in a taxi, or a motorbike, a bus. There are many methods of transportation, which literally means to carry across. This picture speaks to our current situation. So if you look at the word transmit at the bottom, you can see that the coronavirus was transmitted through an animal carrier. And then it was further transmitted to a human. And the reason we're home is so that we can stop the transmission from human to human. So take a little bit of a closer look. Here's the word transmit. Here is the word transmission. They essentially both mean to cross over. The coronavirus crossed over into a carrier, and then the carrier crossed over or transmitted to a human, which then further may transmit to another human. So, just for a quick review, the word part we studied today was trans, which means to change or to cross, or to move across. And some of the words we studied were transmit, transition, transform, and translate. I want you to think now of other words that you know that have this word part inside of it. Take a few minutes to jot them down, or maybe perhaps talk to somebody else in your house that might help you brainstorm other words that have this word part inside of it. Give yourself the opportunity to try these words today and throughout the week. Remember, it takes many times of using a word to really make it a part of your vocabulary. And your vocabulary is part of your power. So try some of these words today and throughout the week. If you come up with another word to add to this list, send me a message. I would love to see it.